Hello everyone. So today I would like to talk about the quality of our sleep, how you can hack yourself to better sleep, to be more productive and to be more happy in general. So I tried that journey. I started that journey, I think 6 years ago when I started to practice the Miracle Morning. So this methodology changed my life. I talked about that already in another episode. And really, what it led me to do is to wake up very early, sometimes even before 4 a.m., and to take the most of that time, to enjoy that time on the morning when you can achieve a lot of things. But there are drawbacks, and the main one is that when I started to use a Miracle Morning, I challenged myself to sleep less. And I think it was a mistake. And I mean, my body told me that because after a few months, I started to get some headaches, recurring headaches. And it was pretty easy for me to come back to this obvious thing is that, in fact, as a human, we need a good sleep. We need a whole night sleep. So the best way for me to keep waking up early on the morning was to get to bed sooner. And that's really what helped me to become more effective. And really, the time that I saved on the evening was not as valuable as the time that I gained on the morning. Because on the morning, you are fresh, your brain is really creative, is really efficient, and that really changed my mind. My mind and change my way of working. So now if you want to hack your sleep, well, the first things I recommend is for you to get to know you. And I did started after figuring out that these headaches came from that sleep problem. I started to use the application Sleep Cycle. So Sleep Cycle was great. It analyzes your sleep when you sleep. You can still have your mobile on plane mode, but with a mic, it's going to listen to you and know exactly when you are in a deep sleep or when your sleep is just light. And in that case, if you set the alarm clock through Sleep Cycle, it will wake you up at the right time when you are not in a deep sleep cycle. So that's really a good application. There are tons of other applications that way. And just what is important is to be sure that you are going to sleep a multiple of 90 minutes. So basically 6 hours or 7 hours and a half. And then to that time slot, I add usually 10 minutes. Just the time for me to fall asleep. And that's the best period for me to have a real good sleep, and I usually do everything I can to avoid waking up during a deep sleep. That's really important to get to know how long is your own sleep cycle. It should be 1 hour and a half. Maybe it's a bit less, maybe it's a bit more. It depends. And after that, if you use this application, it will wake you up during a specific period, analyzing when you are not in a deep sleep, and then wake you up in a half an hour period, something like that, whenever it's really relevant for your body. One more thing, I also found that there is a real link between how much you exercise and how good is your sleep. So I really recommend you to do sports on daily basis, even a bit of yoga or exercising, etc. And I found myself that more I run or more I do sports, better my sleep will be. Of course, because I will be really tired, and that's some good. That's a good way to be tired in the evening if you did a lot of sports, and obviously your brain will have a lot of good rest if you did some sports. One more thing. No, I think it's pretty much it. So get to know you. Be sure that you have a multiple of 90 minutes. Myself, I always aim to sleep 7 hours and 40 minutes altogether with the fall asleep period. You can aim to do 6 hours and 10 minutes as well. Or you can get to know yourself and figure out what's the best time period for you to sleep. And in addition to that, you can add a little nap. So same thing for the nap. Don't sleep too much. if you do a nap for more than like half an hour, you run a risk to get in a deep sleep. And it might be hard for you to wake up and to really get the benefits of that nap. So it's better to have a short nap just with the fall asleep period where your subconscious is really active and you can think about a lot of things. Your brain is going to think about a lot of things while you're going to rest. And yeah, basically for me, it's 17 minute tops. That's the best time for a nap. And I try to do it on a daily basis. I not manage to do it every day, but I try. Last thing, if you get to know you and the way you sleep, after a while, you will not need anymore any alarm clocks. I am not using any alarm clocks unless if I really need to take a train or a plane and waking up at a specific time. But other than that, I am not using alarm clock. Maybe I think I should use it like 2 or 3 times a month altogether. And I still wake up between 5:30 and 6:30. So it's also a matter of getting good habits to train your body to know itself and to really master the way you sleep and master the way you're going to wake up, because the way you wake up going to change the way you're going to live your days. If you wake up the right way, definitely you will have a very good day. If it's not the case, usually you're not going to have a good day. So take care of your sleep, take care of yourself. That's really important if you want to be productive. And until then, I wish you a great evening, a great night, or a great day, depending on when you listen to that. And I'm going to talk to you very, very soon in another episode. Bye for now, and talk to you very soon. Bye.